Alright guys, we are reading Jeffrey. I don't know what's going on with Miss Williams, but I want to punch her. This is the worst day of the year, and I see her wink at Anna. What's the matter with you? I want to scream at her. I don't care if she's the principal. In case you didn't notice, Terupt's gonna die. I want to yell that at her too, but I keep all my anger inside. Don't you dare wink at me, lady. Make sure you are jotting down Jeffrey's feelings and emotions. Jessica. Final act, scene 2. All day long I fought back tears, and now tears streamed down my face. I couldn't believe it. Mr. Terupt made it. He was here. He was okay. We rushed out of our seats, our bodies pressed together in a giant class hug. I missed you, he said. We missed you too, we shouted. I love you guys, he said, bending down to our level. He looked at each one of us and hugged us one by one. He hugged me. I love you, Mr. Terupt, I said. The words danced out of my mouth. I love you too, Jessica. We hugged some more, and then Mr. Terupt spotted Peter. Peter hadn't been part of the hug. He was still sitting in his seat, probably too scared to move, too frightened to think what Mr. Terupt might do or say to him. Mr. Terupt stood up and walked over to Peter. We watched, and he taught us like he did every day we were with him. He showed us how to forgive. Luke. Miss Williams spoke up. Boys and girls, I do have one announcement before I leave you with your teacher. She smiled. The school board has decided that next year will be an experimental year. We're going to try looping in one classroom. What's that? Anna asked. Looping is when a class and the teacher move on to the next grade together, Miss Williams said. Make sure you jot down what looping is. It got quiet fast, real quiet. Hold your breath quiet. Was everybody wondering the same thing? I looked around. Jessica smiled and nodded at me. Boys and girls, next year, your class will be looping, Miss Williams said. With Mr. Terupt? Anna asked. Yes, Mr. Terupt answered. We jumped and screamed and hooted and hollered. I saw Miss Williams heading toward the door. I ran over to her. Miss Williams, I said as she was about to leave. She turned around. Yes, Luke? Thank you, I said. Then I felt a sudden quietness behind me. The rest of my class stopped and took notice of Miss Williams. Thank you, Miss Williams, voices called. She looked at Mr. Terupt. I was close enough to hear her say, There's magic in this room with you here, Mr. Terupt. Magic. She hugged him and left. Alexia. Teach made it. He showed up on the last day with no warning. It was the biggest surprise ever. Everyone ran and hugged him, and then Teach went over and hugged Peter. I liked Teach so much when he did that. It made me think of the day he took me out in the hall. Teach knew how to be nice. He didn't say one thing and do another. Not Teach. After things calmed down, I went up to him. I've been nice now, Teach, I said. You'd be proud. You've always been nice, Lex, he said. You've just figured out how to show it. But you're right. I'm very proud of you. I can't wait till next year, I said. I can't wait either. I missed you. Then I hugged Teach. Love you, Teach, I said. Love you too. So now it's wait till next year, and I can't. Jeffrey. Sometimes school can actually be great, and next year's gonna be just that, 'cause Terupt's back. I didn't think he was gonna make it. Thought he was gonna die like Michael did. I tried to help Michael, and it didn't work. I don't know if I helped Terupt at all, but he made it. I ran and got help when he fell down in the snow. I ran inside and got the nurse and made them call 911 and got Miss Williams. I did that. Was that not enough? I watched Terupt hug Peter. He didn't blame anyone. Jessica told me that it wasn't my fault that Michael died. Maybe you just do the best you can, 'cause you can't control what happens in the end. I guess it's okay to hope for things. Sometimes it works out. Slowly, I'm getting my mom and dad back, There isn't silence between us anymore, though they still don't talk to each other very much. Mom is out of her pajamas, but never out of the house, and that's okay for now. She's starting to try to get better, like me and Dad. I hope things get better between them. I miss my brother, but I'm real glad we got Terupt back, and I think I found some reason for all this. I never would have been the one to break the silence between me and Mom and me and Dad if it weren't for Terupt's accident. I wanted so bad to tell him how much I loved him, and I didn't know if I was going to get the chance when he was in that coma. And that was when I knew I didn't want to miss the chance with my parents. So I broke the silence. I'm glad to. I'm happy. Anna. The last day turned out to be a great day. Mr. Terupt made it. I've never felt so happy. My throat, my heart, my belly, they all burned with happiness and probably relief too. And then we found out about this looping thing, and I felt the good hurt inside all over again. Bus 9 is loading, the call came over the speakers. See you soon, Mr. Terupt, I said. I ran over and gave him another quick hug. Have a good summer. You too, Anna, he said. And Mr. Terupt, I looked up at him and he looked down at me. I think Miss Newberry might have the hots for you in case you're interested. I smiled. He smiled back. Matchmaker Anna, thanks for the tip. Bus 9, last call for Bus 9, the loudspeaker announced. I hurried out of room 202 with my head held high. I never made it to Bus 9 though. I got downstairs to the lobby and ran into Mom and Charlie. Hey kiddo, Charlie said. Hi guys, I said. Are you here to pick up Danielle too? She's still upstairs. I barely got those words out of my mouth before I saw the answer to my question. Danielle's mother walked into the lobby. She spotted us right away. Hi, Miss Roberts, I said, finding no small amount of courage. Would you like me to go upstairs and get Danielle for you? Not needed. Danielle came through the stairway door and entered the lobby. She took a second to look at everyone. Then she and I exchanged a knowing glance, bracing ourselves for whatever came next. There would be no disappointments on this day. It was a day of happiness and celebration. Hi, Miss Roberts, Mom said, offering her hand to shake. I'm Terry Adams, and this is my daughter Anna. We didn't meet properly at the hospital. We'd love to have you and Danielle to come over this afternoon, maybe for a cup of coffee or tea, some hangout time for the girls. The ball lay in Miss Roberts' court now. I let my breath out when I saw her shake my mom's hand. Please call me Susan, she said. Danielle and I would be happy to come over. She glanced at Danielle, who nodded excitedly, but without hiding the shock in her face. Then Miss Roberts looked at Charlie. Mr. Terupt came into the lobby at the same point during all this and gave Danielle and me a thumbs up. It was as if he knew the whole story. Did he? We waved goodbye to the best teacher in the whole wide world. Danielle. It started with an old friend, Alexia, who wasn't really a friend. In case this new girl, Jessica, who I liked but was told not to like. Somewhere in between I became friends with Anna. We worked with the collaborative classroom and had this huge Ramadan project. And that old friend, who I had figured out wasn't a friend at all, was kind of on her own. I had Jessica and Anna. Then the accident happened. While Jeffrey ran for help, I held Mr. Terupt's hand, putting my hat and coat under it so that it wasn't lying in the cold snow. I went to visit Mr. Terupt in the hospital with Jessica and Anna and found an old friend there, Alexia. Alexia was Lexi again, except new and improved. James left, but he made us see Peter again. And then we played the wait-and-see game until today. Today, Mr. Terupt came back. And then we found out that we're looping and we'll get to be with him again next year. I can't wait to tell Grandma the news. She's the one who helped me when things got tough, and she said a lot of prayers for us. I don't think I'll tell Grandma about the end of the day news, though. I'll leave that up to Mom. I just wished Anna a great summer and watched her head out of the classroom to catch her bus when Mr. Terupt said, Danielle, I see your mother walking across the parking lot. He was looking out our window. She must be here to pick you up." "Okay, thanks," I said. I grabbed my stuff. "Have a great summer. I can't wait for the fall." "Bye, Danielle," he said. I ran over and hugged him once more. "I'm so glad you're back," I told him. I let go, looked him in the face, then hurried downstairs. I got down to the lobby and saw everyone. Mom, Charlie, Anna, and Terry. Was Charlie with Mom? Or Terry? Oh boy, I thought. But things worked out. Mom shook Terry's hand and accepted her invitation for coffee. Mom looked at Charlie after but didn't say anything or make any sort of face. She was going to try really hard for us. As we were leaving, Mr. Terupt gave us a thumbs-up sign. How long had he been watching? How much did he know? Dear God, it's Danielle down here, full of love. Thanks for giving me my teacher back. And again, for the next year. And thanks for helping my mom give Terry and Anna a chance. Maybe now you can start to work on Grandma. She's going to be a lot tougher to persuade. Amen. P.S. I'm sorry I got mad at you. Peter. Out of nowhere I heard screams, "Mr. Terupt!" Everyone around me jumped up and ran toward the door. I couldn't believe it. Mr. T was back. I started crying. Mr. T was alive, and he was here. I stayed in my seat, trying to look small, but he spotted me. The room grew quiet, and Mr. T walked toward me. I was scared again. Why do you think Peter is feeling scared, boys and girls? Mr. T got down on his knees and looked directly into my eyes. Then came the best hug I have ever felt. Mr. T wrapped his arms around me and gave me a huge squeeze. I squeezed him back as tight as I could. My body shook and I sniffed my snotty nose. "It's okay, Peter," he whispered in my ear. "I forgive you." Suddenly, I felt lighter, a lot lighter. Jessica. Final act, final scene. I've realized something. It's not California I long for anymore, or even Dad. It's 6th grade and another year with Mr. Terupt. I wanted to ask him about his family and tell him to let Miss Newberry get close because she truly cares about him. But now isn't the time. There will be lots of opportunity for that when school starts up again. I need to enjoy this curtain call. I've read a lot of books, but I think ours is a great story. And I know Mr. Terupt would agree. It's a happy ending. Luke. I remember thinking, 6th grade, we're going to be 6th graders, and Mr. Terupt is going to be my teacher, our teacher. I thought of Miss Williams' word, magic. I looked at Mr. Terupt, sitting with some of my classmates, and I thought, she's right. There will be magic. He's my teacher, the dollar word man, Terupt. Dollar word.